The arrival of Italian forces brought with it a wave of violence, oppression, and cultural subjugation. Mukhtar witnessed firsthand the atrocities committed by the Italian troops, including the confiscation of land, the suppression of local customs and traditions, and the imposition of harsh taxes and labour requirements on the indigenous population. These actions deeply offended the principles of justice and dignity that Mukhtar held dear, compelling him to take a strong stance against the encroaching forces of colonialism. The impact of Italy's campaign on Mukhtar was not only rooted in the external aggression, but also the internal disruption it caused within Libyan society. The Italian occupation led to the fragmentation of tribal structures and the erosion of traditional social institutions, which had long served as the bedrock of stability and governance in the region. This disintegration of the social fabric motivated Mukhtar to not only resist the military aggression, but also to work forward to rebuild a cohesive and united front amongst the various tribes and communities in the fight against their common enemy. The brutality of the Italian occupation had a deeply personal impact on Mukhtar, as he witnessed the suffering and hardship endured by his fellow Libyans. The indiscriminate violence, the displacement of families, and the suppression of cultural practices fueled his resolve to protect the integrity of his homeland and to defend his rights and dignity of his people at any cost. The devastating consequences of Italy's colonial campaign on Mukhtar's community and the broader Libyan population solidified his commitment to the cause of liberation and inspired him to lead one of the most remarkable resistance movements in modern history. His unwavering determination to confront the oppressive forces of colonization and to safeguard the cultural heritage and independence of Libya became the driving force behind his relentless struggle and enduring legacy as the Lion of the Desert. Omar Mukhtar's leadership and tactical brilliance was instrumental in orchestrating a successful resistance movement against the Italian forces in Libya. His strategic acumen, combined with a deep understanding of the local terrain and strengths of his own forces, allowed him to effectively counter the superior firepower and military resources of the Italian army. Mukhtar was renowned for his ability to adapt his tactics to the changing circumstances of the conflict. He skillfully employed guerrilla warfare tactics, leveraging the rugged desert landscape and intricate network of caves and valleys to his advantage. His forces utilized hit-and-run tactics, ambushes, and surprise attacks, which often caught the Italian troops off guard and inflicted significant casualties. Mukhtar's meticulous planning and execution of these operations earned him a reputation as a master strategist and formidable adversary. Omar Mukhtar, leading a guerrilla warfare campaign against the technologically superior Italian forces in Libya, had to rely on resourcefulness and ingenuity to compensate for the lack of modern weaponry. He and his fighters resorted to creating makeshift weapons from locally available materials. Some of the makeshift weapons included improvised explosive devices. Mukhtar's forces crafted simple but effective explosive devices using locally available materials such as explosives, shrapnel, and detonation mechanisms. These were strategically placed along routes used by Italian convoys or in areas where the enemy forces were likely to patrol. In addition to the firearms, Mukhtar and his fighters utilized traditional melee weapons such as spears, swords, and knives. These weapons were often handmade using locally sourced materials and blacksmithing techniques that had been passed through generations. Mukhtar's forces set up various types of booby traps using simple mechanisms such as tripwires, pressure plates, and improvised explosives. These traps were strategically placed in areas where the Italian forces were expected to traverse, causing surprise attacks and inflicting casualties on the enemies. Mukhtar's fighters also employed slingshots and other sling weapons which were effective in launching projectiles such as rocks and small metallic objects. These simple but versatile tools allowed his forces to engage in ranged combat without the need for sophisticated firearms. Mukhtar's ability to innovate and adapt to the circumstances of the conflict highlighted his resourcefulness and determination in the face of significant technological disadvantages. His utilization of these makeshift weapons demonstrated his strategic thinking and his understanding of the importance of leveraging the available resources to maximize the effectiveness of his resistance efforts against the Italian occupation. Mukhtar's leadership style was characterized by a strong emphasis on unity and solidarity among the diverse tribal groups and communities that comprised the resistance movement. He fostered a sense of collective purpose and national identity, transcending tribal divisions and encouraging cooperation among the various factions. His ability to forge a cohesive and unified front against a common enemy played a crucial role in bolstering the morale and resilience of his fighters, instilling in them a shared sense of duty and responsibility towards the struggle for freedom. Mukhtar's moral authority and unwavering commitment to the principles of justice and dignity inspired unwavering loyalty amongst his followers. His charismatic leadership and personal example of the courage and self-sacrifice galvanized the spirit of resistance and perseverance among the Libyan people, mobilizing them to endure the hardship of war and to remain steadfast in their commitment to the cause. Omar Mukhtar's remarkable leadership and tactical brilliance not only enabled the Libyan resistance to withstand the Italian onslaught for over 2 decades, but also left a mark on the history of anti-colonial struggles worldwide. His legacy as a visionary leader and a symbol of defiance against oppression continues to inspire generations, serving as a testament to the enduring power of courage, resilience, and the determination in the face of adversity.